Hey y'all. Hey. I just wanted to let I hope I'm live. I don't have a lot of time. I'm up and out and handling business, but I wanted to let you know that we made the goal. Thank you so much. We made the goal. I finally got monetized on YouTube. I woke up this morning. I think we applied when did I tell you guys we were applying? Friday. We applied Friday and uh we applied Friday and I woke up this morning and I had like two good news things in my inbox. I'll tell you about the other one later. But I woke up this morning and I'm finally monetized. Hey, Miss Indias. Hey, come get this commentary. Hey, sis. Happy belated birthday to you. My Capricorn boo. Thank you, Sunshine Rainbows Nursery. That is so cute. That is really cute. So I just wanted to check in and really say thank you. I'm getting ready to upload a video about Miss Netta and Charles and what they was doing this weekend, and then I'm also finishing up like a Reddit post that I saw on regarding sister wives, and I was just like thank you. So you guys, I'm gonna tread lightly in these streets. I hope that YouTube lets us small content creators have a voice too, and not just shut down the little guy. Because I mean, it be all kind of stuff going on. Like I think it was that what was that girl, the SSS Sniper Wolf, and when she doxed old dude, I don't know if y'all heard about that, but the SS Sniper Wolf or whatever, she docs Jax. I forgot his whole name, but she doxed him, rolled up to his house, and she got millions of followers. She rolled up to this dude's house, put his address on social media. Yeah. And all YouTube didn't do nothing to her. She was still able to make a coin. Then finally, after the little creators started saying, hey, you know what? That's not right. They were like, you know what? We're going to suspend her until further notice. Us smaller creators, if we say anything, they're like, this go against. I'm like, what's the problem? Like, it's things out there, and this is a commentary channel, and as long as we're not causing harm or doxing or hurting anybody, let us speak our opinion. Um, shoot, Shannon Sharp making millions right now, and because I love that interview, and Cat Williams, he was he was saying that people literally tried to have sex with him. We say Harvey Weinstein. I mean, it's all types of stuff, and they ain't miss a beat. YouTube putting them ads in there like click click click. So let us smaller creators grow. So I appreciate y'all because I know it's hard. It's things I want to talk about, but it's hard. Yep, she got suspended a few weeks. Yep, and she got right back monetized. I think she has like a $13 million house or something in that range, $1 million house. And her sponsorships, they paused. They didn't leave, they just paused. Thank you, Miss Indias. Thank you for supporting me, y'all. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna be able to now be a creator. I just had YouTube put my ads in there, so I don't know how the ads are working yet. So if it's a whole lot of stuff going on, y'all just let me know if you see it. I didn't have time to individually place my stuff. I'm getting out today. Like I said, I got a video about Miss Netta and Charles, and I think that Hillary is reaching out to me. I have not. I'm trying to verify if this is the real Hillary from Hillary and Nate, because in my I'm not judging her, but I don't see Hillary just going away like that. And I think that something else happened. I think she's still with us. But I think that she had to sit down a little bit, if you know what I think. I think Miss Hillary had to sit down for a little bit because she got unhinged with her man left her, and I think she had to sit down. Whether it was a little grippy sock sabbatical, like we say, but when Miss Hillary husband said when he got his own page and said he didn't want to, they started talking to other women, like we see Miss Netta and Charles, like Charles got his own page, like we see that happening over there. That's sort of what happened with Miss Hillary, but Miss Netta is more grounded. But Miss Hillary, she was like, I poured all this money, time, and everything in this young 22, 23-year-old tenderoni. He looking like he from 90 Day Fiance. And she went off, y'all. So I think she had a little vacation. Leave us alone and stop censoring us. Yes. I tend to let YouTube add my ads, but sometimes I add them myself. Thank you for that. Cause I was wondering, like, I don't want it to be, I watch some creators and it's like 2 seconds, 2 minutes of a video, right? And then it go right into an ad. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I just want to, it's a lot of time. You need a computer, you need your phone, you got to pay your phone bill, just little stuff. So I just want to be able to have a little coinage where I can take the time after work and really sit down and do my work. That's all I want to do. That's my goal for 2024. Do my commentary. Yep, she had to say Miss Hillary, y'all. Miss Hillary, baby. I think Miss Hillary went and sat down on a grippy sock vacation. I see that Nate out there. You could just it's not nothing he posted out there, but he's out there on his business journey. And he doing his thing as a young man should. I don't know about Charles and Miss Netta. I'm gonna get into that in this next video, but I'm gonna say this really quickly when it comes to Charles and Miss Netta. We dealing with a lot of things. Your sexuality is your sexuality. If you don't want to tell me what's in your pants, I don't care. If you say your name is Miss, you Miss. I'm not about to sit there and call Miss Netta anything but Miss. I think it's bigger things to play. It's a big age gap. It got to be at least Charles and Miss Netta got to be pushing 15 years age gap. It's the fact that he said what before they blew up. It was like Miss Netta was like he didn't have nothing. I took him in, and I'm putting allegedly, but we all heard it. She like I took him in when he didn't have nothing. I did for him when he didn't have nothing. You got that. And that's the same thing that Miss Hillary and her man went through. Like Miss Hillary had a nice coin. We don't know where she got that coin from. And she was splurging him with gifts and cars. And Nate married Miss Hillary on paper. They are married. It's legal. What's that state? What's that state? It's up there by Washington, D.C. I can't even think of the state name. But Connecticut. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Washington. Well, they're from Connecticut. They legally got married. And then after it got out, because I think they were supposed to be a little secretive because she just had her second social media. After it got out, I think what happened was Nate's mom called Miss Hillary. This is according to Miss Hillary, and was like, "Don't embarrass my son on social media," and that sent her off. Like she was like, "You gonna come home to your wife?" When she said that, she said, "You gonna come home to your wife with his wife," and she was his wife. So he probably thought it was gonna be a secret, little bitty. Nobody's gonna pay attention. But Miss Hillary started blowing up on TikTok, and everybody knew. Now with Miss Netta and Nate, Miss Netta and Charles, I feel like I don't think it's a skit. Like people like this is a skit. I think it was a relationship or is a relationship. And I think it's like, because sometimes you'll slip up and hear Charles will call Miss Netta Joe in a minute. And call Miss Netta he in a minute. I think is a relationship, but I think I've dated a younger guy. I think sometimes when you go younger, this is my opinion, y'all don't slam me, but when you go younger and somebody hasn't, when you're at a situation, I've dated younger and I've dated older. I've dated older when I didn't have anything, right? This is just an example. When I didn't have anything and they were supplying me with stability. And I felt the stability was love. You know what I mean? Oh, he loved me because he's making sure my bills paid. He loved me. Oh, now I got living room furniture. Oh, he loved me because now he's supplying me. But once I could get those things on my own, it was things I didn't have to put up with. It wasn't no beating, no nothing like that. But and I don't think that's something Miss Netta or Charles was like, man, I got the money, I got my own bank account. So if I don't like the way you smell today, I don't like what you cooking, I ain't gotta eat that food that you made. I got money. It's a little different. It's funny, money doesn't cure everything, but it makes it's an even playing field, and you got your choices out there. It's a little different, and that's what I mean with Miss Netta and Charles. She's gonna have to be prepared to let him grow. Like they said, they were together 6 years, and I want to know how old Charles is. If anybody know how old Charles is, put it in the comments, please. I didn't know this Charles and Miss Netta, but I agree with you. I call a person what they wish to be called. Yep. Yep. I call what you wish to be called. I just call you that. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. And what you got in your pants, I ain't gotta understand. I ain't gotta know. So Miss Netta, Charles is getting his following and people saying he cute, and you got Saucy Santana just drumming up drama because they popping on social media a little bit. Um, she's not liking it. And I think Miss Netta has a sweet spirit, but I think she also may be a little insecure about certain things. And social media is not a place you can be when you don't have thick skin. People will come for you and pull up. And I mean, they went back to social media, went back to the 1900s looking for Miss Netta and what she used to look like, and said she had a wife. And social media, it does all that craziness. So I think Miss Netta is starting to bother her a little bit, and I don't want to see her to go on a grippy sock vacation. I think she needs to collect the coin and go, because did y'all see they doing a 10-city tour? Just stay on TikTok, just stay on YouTube, just stay on Instagram and collect your money. You do not have to do a 10-city tour. They really think they are celebrities out here. And I'm not hating. I'm just like, you don't know people, and you go places people invite you to, and then it's not what you think it's supposed to be. Um, do your skits. You doing okay. You don't have to take Charles out. And Charles be acting like some of those kisses and stuff be fake. But I could talk about them all day, y'all. Let me look at these comments. Hey Amber, hey everybody that's in here. Thanks for being here. Hit the like. I assume she was a woman with PCOS, which a lot of women suffer from bad skin and facial hair. Plus, Netta got boobs, even though they could be fake. But you right about Charles calling Miss Netta Joe, and yep. That's the only thing that PCOS. I wish Miss Netta. Okay, so come get this commentary. Hey y'all, if y'all like this, hit the like. I'm gonna get out of here in a second because I gotta work. But let me tell you this. She got a facial this weekend, right? And she got a facial, and I think that helped. Some girl gave her a facial, but she need like probably a medication or a dermatologist. And I hope that Dr. Pimple Popper come and get Miss Netta. I hope that Dr. Pimple Popper come and get Miss Netta. I really hope that, because she needs a good dermatologist, and it's probably something internal. And I don't know all about PCOS, what that is, but I'll tell you this. I be having to I want to get, what's that thing called? Electrolysis? Is that what it's called? Because I don't know why I got a certain particular age. Ladies, let me know. And hair, I got more hair right here, like all coming through here on my face. The lip, where's this coming from? And it's like, I am hairy. I am hairy all in here. Like I could basically like join one of them Facebook beer gang groups. Like I just get all like I get a whole goatee. I don't know where this hair. I got over 35 and this hair came out of nowhere, and I have to keep it waxed, and I'm sick of the waxing. So now I'm going to maybe that I want to try to do that electric thing to stop the hair from growing one day. But yeah, Miss Netta, I think if she get that, I saw she had got her teeth done. But I don't know what's going on with this hair, facial hair. But yeah, Miss Netta, well, if she, like what they say on y'all ever saw Coming to America? His mama named him Cassius. I'm gonna call him Cassius. His mama named him Joe. I'm gonna call him Joe. But if Miss Netta want to be called Miss Netta, I'm gonna call Miss Netta Miss Netta. That's how I was introduced to her. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But she got a facial this weekend, and the comments were going crazy. So I want to talk about that. Yes, they going on a tour, a 10-city tour. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, they put Chicago on the list. Don't let me find out it's somewhere by me. I'm pull up. Now, what I think they should have done was not like a meet and greet. I think they should do maybe like a visiting restaurants. Maybe let the restaurants reach out to them. But it looked like Miss Netta and Charles signed a deal with somebody too. And I'm gonna talk about that in my next video because it looked like they signed a deal. They signed a television deal. They signed a music deal. They signed. I hope she just not signing stuff away. I really wish I knew what Miss Netta background was before she got on the internet. Like, what was she doing for money? Anybody know? Like, what was her job? We know Charles got a good job. He's always coming in from work. But what was Miss Netta's job? Was she an entrepreneur? What did she do? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call her Miss Netta. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna call her Miss Netta. So yeah, y'all. It's not a Tubi deal, but some kind of uh television deal with this place I never heard of. I'm gonna do it in my next video, but they probably will end up on Tubi like Messy C. Speaking of Messy C, if y'all know who that is, why was he on Instagram? Now y'all know I it's no shame, but Messy C was supposed to be all about having money and fabulous. I thought I haven't been following him since the wedding debacle. But he was on Instagram telling his followers everybody paid for him to get a new phone because his phone broke. And I was like, Messy C need people to pay for a phone? I was just confused. I was like, where I been? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to pop in here. Oh, before I go, you can't even say her name no more. They demonetize you. But Gypsy Rose, y'all saw she went and sat that ass down, right? I don't know why that's so. Gypsy Rose said, noted. I'm gonna go over here and sit down because y'all did not like me out here. And I'm so glad she did. Gypsy got out here and hit these streets, and I think people like whoever she's in that video with when she like the D is fire, you can't bring me down, whoever that lady was set her up for failure. Whoever telling her to go on these podcasts and press runs are setting her up for failure. So I'm so glad she wouldn't have sat down. My girl sat down. I'm gonna use my phone, y'all. Do y'all eat these the Momo Buku ramen? Gypsy Rose was like, "Hi guys, okay, we're gonna read about Munchausen by proxy. Like I'm gonna teach y'all how to." this is what you shouldn't do. This is what you should look for. She got on that phone and she started advocating. She said, "Oh, y'all won't be coming for me." She was like, "Yeah, now I did my little out there. I was in these streets. Now I'm gonna sit down and educate y'all." But what I and I'm glad she did that because I think she should have did that from the get go instead of having that celebrity um time, like, and then her boyfriend is getting on her nerve. I mean, her husband Ryan is getting on her nerves already. I give that a year. She was somewhere answering questions, and she was like, it was on. I put the clip in. She was like, "Hey, I went from 19 to 32. I'm growing up." And then Ryan cut her off like he do on everything. He cuts her off on everything. And he says, "Yeah, you didn't go to school either." And that blew my, and she was like, "Shut up." And I was like, "Oh my God, Gypsy Rose really never went to school." I forgot about that. But that brings me back to this dude her husband being a freaking educator, special ed educator. So he got the degrees, right? He's a teacher and writing the Gypsy Rose, who does, and I'm not shaming her, but doesn't have an education, has a baby like voice. Her growth was probably stunted a little bit from, she's a woman, but from what her mother was doing to her. I don't like it. I mean, when he broke, yeah, you haven't been to school either. She was like, shut up. I was like, that's right, shut up. Just shut up talking. Like, you don't have, and why is he there at every interview she do anyway? I'm sick of seeing Ryan. We're gonna have to talk about him. I'm so sick of seeing him. Ooh, they were coming for her. Oh, and she was on her celebrity. Yeah, wait a minute. Gypsy Rose was, because she was her mother had her on cameras and on stage, and they went through Hurricane Katrina. She did the Make a Wish. She got the trips to Disney, so she always had the cameras in front of her face. That's what I'm starting to realize, and I'm been hearing people talk about it. So now she got out. She probably thought that she was in jail, cameras in her face. She had movies made about her. So now she's her situation, and now she got out, cameras on her face, following her around. Now she got a reality show. Celebrity. Even though what happened to her was tragic, that's probably still in her mind. Like, I've always had to perform for the cameras. But then when you mix in, wow, Gypsy Rose did not get to go to school or get an education because her mother kept her in there sick. Then she went from there to jail. Then she went from jail. Now she here. And now she got this dude hovering over her every 5 minutes. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. And this is no disrespect. It sounds disrespectful, so I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna call it, because I've been thinking about this. She's gonna have a story about Ryan manipulating her too. Because, not to say on purpose, or not to say she's gonna set that all up, but she's probably gonna realize you came after me for another reason. You came after me for a whole different reason. And now she has to live with him. It's gonna show. Because when she told him, y'all watched the series, when she told that man, hey, my ex called me and he went off like that, baby. I already know some holes in the wall. I already know he went off. He went off like, I don't even know why she did that. Hey, Mackie, thanks for being here. It won't, yeah, it's creepy. It's very creepy. This is the so two shows y'all should watch. If just to watch, if you like stuff like this going on and you just want to know more about it. It's the Gypsy Rose. What's it called? It's on Lifetime. Gypsy Rose release tapes. The prison. Google Gypsy Rose lips Lifetime. I'll put it in the description box. And the one I'm watching right now is The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. I had to start over and watch it because it was so freaking confused. It's so confusing. Prison Confessions, that's what it is. Yep. And they're still taping now. And I don't think Ryan should be on her every interview. Like her dad or stepmom either. Like, y'all could sit back there and Gypsy Rose could be interviewed. Like, why are you sitting there holding her hand? It's almost a little controlling. I don't like it. It don't look like love. Now, my question for y'all before I get out of here, will we judge anybody that she was with, or are we judging Ryan because of his looks? He looked like mama. Because of his looks, his background, and how he got with her, or how her situation. I always try to clear my head and say, am I judging just because he married somebody, right, that was already there? But I don't think so. It just is something wrong. Y'all let me know. All right, y'all. I appreciate you so much. We made it. Let's see how this go. I'm going to add some. I'm gonna add the Miss Netta and Charles, and I'm gonna reach back out to this person that say that they're Hillary, but I'm being careful with that because I don't know. I'm gonna put that video. I put it up on Patreon about when I reached out to. Oh, no, I didn't reach out to him, but he reached out to me. Sometimes I get kind of nervous when people reach out to me as a small YouTuber because I do everything by myself and things can go left, much like when I talked on live with Taylor from Seeker Sister Wives. That's on my channel. But things could go left. But when I talked with Larry, Buttermilk Biscuits for my 600-pound life, he was going through so much. And when you and he's no longer with us, but when you talk to someone that's going through so much, that energy transfers over to you. And sometimes people lean on you for the answers and you don't have the answers. I'm just a girl sitting here on the stoop on the south side of Chicago talking. I don't have the answers. I don't. So when you talk with these reality people, I'm always really, really careful because it's been a lot of times I've seen people spill the beans and that stuff is out there forever. And I don't want that kind of responsibility on my platform right now at this stage of the game. So I'm gonna see if this is Hillary, and then whatever happens, I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you updated, and I'll make the decision on if I want to do that. Hair, why? It's just hair everywhere. It's hair everywhere. I don't. And then y'all, it's worse for me to have hair down here because I got a dimple right here. So everybody looks at that first most of the time. They're like, oh, you got a dimple right there, or they call it a cleft, but whatever. And I got it right here. So Lord, don't let some little gray hairs be like, it's crazy. Is Secret Sister Wives coming back? And if so, yes. Will I review it? Yes. Okay, so Tasha from Secret Sister Wives, she was married to, I always say Pirates of the Caribbean. I cannot remember his name, but Tasha was married to Pirates of the Caribbean. And they said they're not coming back. And I was interested in their family because he had got the girlfriend from overseas. And I think it was Thailand. And then he also had a trans child. And what I like, and they became interested to me when they decided to move their entire family because where they were with their trans child, it wasn't a friendly area. It was like a rural area, where it wasn't very accepted. So they said, we're going to go somewhere where our child can thrive. Sidian, thank you. Tasha City. That's it. So they became interested to me, and the fact that he got 3 kids and 2 baby mamas, and then the first wife left and left Tasha up in there to take care of all the kids, but they're not coming back. However, she spilled the beans that they were taping, that she heard they were taping. So if it comes back, I think that according to IMDb, it probably will be an April release. But the thing about it, they got over a year and a half of content. So I'm wondering, is it going to be new families? What's it going to be? Because we saw the Merrifields selling their house. So who, the dang Merrifields selling their house. We don't have, what's the cleansing couple? I didn't forget everybody's names, y'all. We don't have Dimitri and Ashley in the Snowden cleanse. So what's gonna be? I think they might be scrambling why it's taking so long. Because I think just if we really think about it, who's the most popular family on Secret Sister Wives that we will return to see? That would be the Merrifields. Excuse me, God. We would come back to see the Merrifields. And if they don't have them in a good contract, or if they're not taping, who do we care to see? Because I hate to see that brother husband thing. It never works out. That show, Brother Husbands, they've tried, TLC have tried it 2 or 3 times. I think it's kind of sexist too when the women can't have all these husbands because everybody be looking, but then when we think about it, Would you really want 2 or 3 husbands? Because that happened one time on TLC. What was it? It was Brother Husband, but it was something else. And the lady got pregnant, and then she didn't know who she got pregnant by. And she had to wait to find out. Then they didn't want to find out because the one dude really wanted a baby. And if it wasn't his baby, he was going to be crazy. And they got a divorce. They got a divorce. And wait a minute. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Y'all remember that Brother Husband show? Didn't the guy end up being gay? Her husband? We're going to have to talk about that. Let me put this on my list. Because he ended up getting married. He ended up getting married to a guy. We're going to talk about that. This was the old school brother husband, not the secret brother husband. I forgot the name. Let me look and see. Brother husband. Let me see, y'all, before we go. Because now this go. Not the one with I forgot that family. Dang. I forgot the name of it. My Two Husbands. I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about it because it was let me see if y'all got in the comment. Was it My Two Husbands? Oh, so Dimitri, he's back. He's back working still, doing what Dimitri do, I guess robots and stuff. But he's back with Ashley. And Ashley, she's super duper. Like you might see her, like she might be, and it's no shade, she might be a Jehovah's Witness by now. You might open the door one day and Ashley be knocking at the door. I think that last relationship with Crystalline, she went from having the bendy on her head and taking every other coach. She was like, I choose Jesus. I choose Jesus. She is over there with Tyler Perry, like, Lord, what Sugar Baby say? Sinners need love too, Daddy. Ashley over there like, speak, Lord, speak to me. Ashley did, baby. Ashley, when Crystalline, just imagine you with this man, 3 kids, pregnant, to let him run through. And I'm sorry, Ashley, if you're listening, but you let him choose his women, run through the women. You have to do the Snowden cleanse. Now, remember, they had to do all the cleanse. They couldn't eat meat. They couldn't drink juice. They couldn't eat chocolate. They had to eat just like 21-day cleanse just to have sex with Dimitri, right? So that means no condoms. Because what you got to do all that for if you're not going to protect yourself? Not saying that's not healthy too, but that means no condoms, right? So we know they have unprotected sex. So you let your husband have his way with anything you want. Then he finds somebody in South Africa. Okay. Y'all bring her over here. And he said, well, I got to legally marry her and adopt the children. And he ain't never married you. And if I'm not mistaken, Dimitri was married allegedly when him and Ashley met. And then that was the rumor when him and Ashley met. And then he separated from her, went with Ashley, and they started their life together. So now you legally marry somebody else, right? She get online after the pandemic and say, hey, y'all done did this and that to me. And I'm not doubting it. I'm not doubting. I say true, I wasn't there. Get on TMZ. Your life is down. Your reputation is down. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Ashley was very college educated. I think she pledged Greek, and she had her own life before Dimitri came in and put an anklet. Instead of giving her a ring, he put a dang on anklet on her ankle and told her that he was from Lake Minnetonka. where Prince baptized Apollonia. He baptized her over there and said, we don't wear rings or diamonds over here. I'm gonna put an anklet on you and put a bindi on your head, and now you're gonna drink alkaline water for the rest of your life. Baby, When I tell you that she got it straight, she was like, she came home to mama, Ashley in there eating pork bacon. She she like, nah, I ain't listening to you no more. But they back together. So they back together as a family. They back together as a family. So I wish them the best. But I think that last go round of trying to find a sister wife set Ashley all the way straight. we and I heard that we do need to catch up because I heard Vanessa, who's the first wife, got married. So we got to catch up with that. Man, yes. I said, yep, sound just like Cody. What she say? Speak, Lord, speak to me. She said, no, no. Ashley probably Baptist, Methodist, Christian, all at the same. She at the same. She like, look, I'm Hebrew Israelite. I am. You know what? Whatever religion y'all got, whatever you got, I am all into one. Into one. Okay. Ashley said no. Mm-mm. Nope. So yeah, we're gonna have to catch up on Seeker Sister Wife. And I see Taylor still down there in Mexico doing her thing, but I think it's Divine now. And then still traveling. And then so to catch up with her. I know she started a YouTube channel. We know Crystalline went over there with the other Sister Wives family. Tried to. Now I wonder if that's taped. Now that's now I'm not gonna lie. This just crossed in my head. What if Crystalline went over there with, I'm not saying this happened, but sometimes it's always a issue when if she went over there. Now this is who Crystalline should have been with. She should have been with them. This family right here, I'm gonna come back to see. They are the normalest family on this. Who would have thought that the Davises would be normal? Who would have thought that? But Crystalline went over there with Marcus and them and his two wives and the 10 kids, and that didn't work out either, the Epps family. So I wonder if that's the hold up. Like sometimes papers couldn't be signed, things can't be released. But I would come there just to see that because at the end of the day, Crystalline was married to Dimitri legally. And if we're 90 Day Fiance fans, like I'm a 90 Day Fiance fan, um, that means you have to take care of your. Now she came out of country, so you are bound, especially they did it in California. Oh, California, it's all about that divorce law is totally different. You're bound to take care of your spouse while they're in this country. I have so many questions for Crystalline that's none of my business, but I want to ask anyway. Number one, where are the kids' fathers? Are they still with us? Do they care that the kids came over here? Did they want the two daughters to come over here to get a better life? Um, especially how do your family in South Africa feel about you being over here and then taking the girls and then you end up in this I have to say abusive relationship with Dimitri allegedly, and then you get out of that, then you do a GoFundMe to raise money. Everybody's cheering you on. We're all like, and I'm not hating on the GoFundMe by all means. Everybody's cheering you on. You raise the money you need to get you and your girls stable, but then you run over there with the Epps family who aren't stable because Marcus has his own issues and he had background issues too. And you go throw your girls over there with them. I would love to know, like, does she have a good support system here? Where is she now? Is she able to make it? You know what I mean? Is entertainment her thing? It's so many questions I want to know. Like, you're a pretty girl, you're a young girl. It's different when you have two kids, two girls, and you mingle them. These two kids left the Snowden household. Them poor kids, that's a whole nother story. They like, well, is this my mama? Is this my mama? This ain't the fourth mama. This ain't the third mama. Okay, so they just don't know what's going on. But you brought the kids over there, they family. Now you can't talk to those kids. So now the kids like, oh, I can't talk to them no more. Now you bring them to the Epps family. Then you rip them up out of there. So where's the, like I said, I'm on the outside looking in. It's just things that pop in my head. Like, okay, so where's the stability? And it is kind of dangerous to have your kids hopping from here to here because you can't keep your eye on them and you can't be trusting of all people just because they say, oh, first of all, your mind has to be in a place, and I'm not down on them, but your mind has to be in a place anyway to accept a man. I'm talking about the other ex-wives, because with the first wife, to accept a man that want multiple women, a congressman in another state other than where you live, publicly want to go online and tell people about your relationship, go on dates with other women, and then take care of the 10 kids he have all over. It has to be something, not saying it's wrong or right, just something mentally. I don't know if it's more stable, more open, more not open, more less stable. I don't know, but it got to be something up in here for you to accept all that, to go non-traditional. Now you're bringing in a woman with baggage and 2 more kids. I don't know. It's things that make you go, But she needs to go over there to the Davis family, or she needs to go to Cody and Robin. I'm sorry. And then it would be so cool if she like actually like do what Robin did to the other wives and just take Robin band and it just be Crystalline and Cody. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness, I miss you too. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, TLC, and you know what? TLC don't answer. TLC does not answer our questions about nothing. What was the roll off? The Little People Big World, when Matt and Amy's son came out and said the producers did this and that to them, to him. TLC just nothing. None. The Duggars, none. You know what? They did that. We'll cut the mama and daddy out. Spin out that other girl. Get one of the other kids that ain't got that much stripes on them. That's what they do. And Matt and Amy, I can't really watch that show the same ever since their son, was it? It wasn't not Zach. But Zach can be a little jerk sometimes. Oh no, not saying little like that, but you know what I mean. Zach can be a little too much. Zach and his wife is running the show, but you see Jeremy and his wife, they had 3 kids, and she's pregnant again. Jeremy and Audrey, she's pregnant again, and you see they don't want nothing to do with it. So Jeremy gone. I forgot the little baby name. What was his name? I forgot, but their youngest son, he's not little. So you got Jeremy, but you saw basically the roll-offs. That daughter, the only daughter they have, she not messing with them. The son that said that the producers did something to him, they not messing with them. Like they don't come on the show. So now you got Zach, and then Matt wouldn't even let Zach. Now this I'm talking about Little People, but Big World, y'all. If y'all didn't know, Matt wouldn't even let Zach buy the farm or a piece of the farm. And then I feel like that dude. And then and then Matt was sleeping with the secretary the whole time. Amy said something was wrong with the secretary. Matt was sleeping with the secretary the whole time. Now that's his little girlfriend. Them roll-offs are a mess. Y'all, it just humbled me hard. Matt was sleeping with the and then if y'all really look at it, the secretary. What's the I got the little clip where I always be playing. What's the secretary name if y'all watch Little People Big World? Because I can't watch it no more. Amy was like,
I know you're probably not staying long, but do you want wine, water, sparkling water, or anything? Whatever you're happy.
that girl right there. Amy be like, oh, okay, get out of my house. Get out. They be trying to act like they friends. Um, the kids was like, they don't her kids don't even talk to her. Her kids don't even talk to her. Something ain't right. So Matt Little fine, what was it? He looked George Clooney looking self. He was sleeping with the trying to make Amy look like she was crazy. Let me tell you, women know. And he tried to play in Amy's face. And that's why I'm glad she got married. I was messing with the thing. And y'all, it's just so much I want to talk about. I'll be on here with y'all all day. If y'all here, hit the like button. Karen, that's her name. Karen was, oh, I'm just here to help with the pumpkin patch. Karen had Matt little crutches in the air. That's what she was doing. She had them crutches in the air, like, okay. Karen was acting up, y'all. Oh my God. Oh, it's so funny when you think about all the if you bored and you go on that Discovery Plus, that stuff do not age well. That stuff do not age well. And it seemed like Matt is definitely a businessman, but he is money hungry. He is money. There was no reason that he wouldn't give Zach that farm. So Zach was like, skip it. I'll go buy my own house with my own land. And I was like, I know that's right, Zach. I know that's right, Zach. Because without Zach and Tori, it's no show. It's no show. And I think that Jared, and I'm so happy to see because it seemed like Audrey and Tori and Jeremy and Zach, they had a rift, and I think it was over the farm. And I'm so happy to see that good. That's the girl named Molly. Molly is the daughter, and I can't remember the other Jacob. Molly and Jacob. They like, we don't need these TLC checks. Whatever that thing that the dude from Different Strokes had, where you had to put the money up. what's that? What's that thing we had to put the money up for the actors because the parents spent all the money? They took that money and went on about their life and got married. And I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them because that is crazy. Hey, just humble me, Clark. Thanks for the super sticker. Oh, now y'all, I'm back. I appreciate you. I'm back. Jacob, yep. Jacob and Molly said no, and Matt know he was cheating on Amy with his fine self. Matt know he cute. So yeah, you watch those shows. That stuff do not age well. It do not age well because Matt, Amy, she's a hey Zell, hey everybody, thanks for being here. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all, when I tell you, it's so much I be wanting to talk about. And I'm gonna look. I'll be on here all day. Y'all know I gotta go to work. I keep looking at the clock. So, do y'all remember Betty Broderick? They did Broderick. They did some shows on her. She was the woman scorned, and a lady from I'm showing my age. Silver Spoons, I think it was. Family Ties. The Meredith, I think her name is. She played Betty Broderick, and then in the new one, it's like Christian Slater and somebody. It's on Netflix. You can watch it. It's called Betty something, and then Christian Slater plays the husband. When I tell you, yeah, Meredith Baxter, that was her name. When I tell y'all that I had to look up where her kids were because I just wanted to know what happened to her kids. After that, the woman scorned. That man played in her face. That man made that lady crazy. That man made that lady crazy. And so I'm working on a video about the kids. You know what I mean? Because and how Betty is doing in prison. Because I was just thinking about that. Like this year, it's a lot of people getting released. You got the what's her name, Yolanda Salvador, the woman that killed Selena. She getting out. She getting out soon. It's a lot of people getting released of those past true crime stories. And it's like, man, when you think about it, when they be doing stuff, the kids be so young. The kids be so young. And then you look at it like, wow. I was watching like the House of Gucci, the Gucci family, and how if you didn't know, Gucci, the Marissimo, his wife called a hit out on him, and they had a young girl, Alessandra, and the Gucci family no longer owns Gucci. But it's just crazy when they be doing this and the mama go away and the daddy go away. It's bananas. It's bananas. And it's like, okay, so now all this stuff, these movies get made. I was in the chat and this lady was going off on me about Gypsy Rose. Like, she didn't make no money. Do you know? I'm not saying I'm not in her bank account, but fans, men, she had like 250 men writing her, proposing to her, and all that stuff. They were sending her money. And this is allegedly, I can't prove it because this is Googleable though. Allegedly, she made $3 million off like the different. She wrote a book. The book just got released. The series just got released. Gypsy is set. She's set when she left. So I think I covered this in the last video. Gypsy Rose and Heather Mack. Gypsy, when she left prison, she was set. So she comes with money. Heather Mack, I was talking about her, not comparing them, but I was just saying, wow, this is crazy. She had a 1-point-something million trust that even though she was convicted, all those lawyer fees and stuff, yeah, that comes out, but they still be having money. It's crazy. It's crazy how something could happen so tragic and that's what sets you up for life, but actually people could use you as well, much like Ryan and Gypsy. Like, you think or Natalia Grace and the Mans, just saying. I'm when he dude said she tweaking, I'm 99.9% sure in my spirit it was about some money, because they had a GoFundMe, Natalia had a GoFundMe, and their GoFundMe got shut down. They're supposed to get her a van, and it's like all this stuff makes money. This stuff makes money. True crime makes money. It's just what it is. It's what it is. And these men that be writing these women in jail don't think they don't know it. You married Gypsy Rose without a prenup? Think that man won't take her to court? I was her guardian. They fired me. They took me out. They took me out. I can't even find a job because I married Gypsy. Millions. Millions. Just like that. Just what it is. That's just me. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying these people be making money. And then but I brought the kids back up for a reason. The kids of the people like Betty Broderick and stuff, like her shows make, I know it's public knowledge, the story, right? But the shows making money, or whoever gets the rights or get the interviews, is it something that a legal person can do to say, hey, if you get this story, it go to the, not just the victim family, but maybe a percentage go to the children and their children, because to us, it's not their legacy. I don't want to say it's a legacy, but it's a story that people going to hear for generations, and they might as well get paid off of that. Am I making sense? I know it sounds crazy. Y'all, I miss talking to y'all. Okay, so I want to say one more thing. Okay. So it's this channel called Phone Calls from Prison. And I'm sorry I didn't have my microphone, y'all. I'm just talking on here. So bear with me. So it's this channel called Phone Calls from Prison. And they had the Jessica, I cannot pronounce her name, but she is the one that was drunk driving and she killed the bride the night of her wedding, right? And her husband was injured, like everybody on the golf cart was injured. Let me get her name so y'all can look it up. Y'all got bear with, I'm old, I'm sitting here. Okay. But if you don't know, Jamie Komarowski, right? And it was a DUI golf cart crash, right? And she ended Samantha Miller life the night of the wedding, the night of the night of her wedding. Can you imagine that? Y'all just get married and the night of your wedding, your spouse is killed. Crazy. So phone calls for prison. If you it's on YouTube, they have like the prison calls from them. It's like the Freedom of Information Act. And if you want to listen, it's over there. It's really deep how supportive Jamie family is. Her family is so freaking supportive of her. Like her daddy is like, it's okay, sweetheart. We're gonna make it. I'm like, oh, I don't know how you'll get out of this one, but everybody should have a supportive dad like you, okay? You like you could change your life around. Like I'm like, but um, the Samantha Miller was married to her husband. It was a wedding. Why this lady mama, the deceased lady, rest her soul, is contesting the marriage? Talking about that wasn't really her husband. Do y'all agree with that? Because it's gonna be millions of dollars. Once again, millions of dollars because they're suing the bars the girl was drinking at. They're suing the job. The lady went to an office party and she allegedly got drunk and they were forced to drink. It's a lot of people getting sued. So millions are gonna go to Samantha's estate, but she got a husband. So he's in charge of her estate. The mom is suing. I felt like they could have worked something out between each other. That seems so ugly to me. Or do you think that the mom knows something we don't? Or do you think it's just greed? Like, if you were in the mom's shoe, would you do that? Or would you be like, a man she got married to that day, he's gonna I think the if you think the long run, the man that she got married to that day, he's gonna profit millions and he's gonna go on with his life. Do you think that's what the mom is thinking? Cause why would she sue this lady husband? He'd have been through enough. I gotta see what y'all talking about. That is crazy. Let's go back to Betty. Is Betty the one that paid for her husband medical school and he left? She paid for medical and law. Yep, and she left him for another one. Her for another woman. Yep, left her. Left her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was on a golf cart. Yep, it was really bad. It's phone calls for prison. Like they got the Shirley Strawberry phone calls. Now those are juicy, but that Jamie Komarinsky, it's really sad. It's really sad because everybody's life is destroyed. But I was listening to her dad. They were going down. He's like, "Oh, sweetheart, it's gonna be okay." No, it ain't. Don't. I'd like to wish negative. No, it ain't. She not. And he was like, "You're gonna get parole." No, no, she's not. No, she fudged up. Poor. I know she didn't mean to do it. I know she didn't mean to do it. We know that. We know it wasn't on purpose. But I'm gonna need them to just stop. No, it's not ice cream and rainbows. Y'all gonna have to really come together and help her navigate her life now, because she's gonna have to think about this the rest of her life. I tell my friend, if it's proven that you were under the influence and you commit reckless whatever, you're on your own. Mm. Yeah. 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 Yep, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that mama suing that man. She was like, well, the marriage wasn't consummated. What? What is this? Game of Thrones? Lady, what are you talking about? They was married. And I feel like they could come together and say, whatever the settlement is, we're just gonna split it. Your her family gonna get this amount and you'll get this amount. People just can't be people can't be fair. Yeah, like what, what, she like she didn't make it home and consummate the marriage. What? I don't get it. Y'all, let me get out of here. I'll talk to y'all. So I look forward to talking about Charles and Miss Netta and Hillary and them today. And I appreciate y'all getting me back on YouTube. Get me back monetized because I was cracking these videos out like, why? I know I'll do it for free, but like I at least need to be able to play my StreamYard. I gotta pay StreamYard $20 a month. All right, y'all. As always, I'm not judging.
Bitches be getting cheated on every day.
Hey, love y'all. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary comment blue. Commentary comment burgundy blue.